Just move it. There you go. Oh, you want this?
She got it.
There you go. Perfect. Anyways, while they're doing that, we're not experts. Talking at my table, I realize that we're all facing the same problems with volunteers, keeping volunteers, trying to get new volunteers on board. And yes, there's two options that we're going to have if we can't get more volunteers on board. We're either going to have to pay, like the previous speaker said, pay for them to come in and run our associations, or our kids are not going to be playing hockey. So we are facing the same problems, and we're just here to share with you our experience with our volunteer challenges. Success in recruiting. We're able to work well with other associations in the city. We have the Pee-wee, we have Sue Minor, some of the people from the Women's Hockey Association, and what we do is a lot of those people come on board and they'll volunteer for tournaments and things like that, and we do the same thing in return. But those are all like short-term solutions. We need people that are willing to come on board and stay on board for a long time. Bringing in coaches and managers that have retired from coaching and other duties, but still want to get involved. So most of these people that retire, they do come back and volunteer their time, and they're doing it in a different aspect. They become part of our association executive, and now they're looking at it from the other side. Students that need volunteer hours and past players, we all want to come out and help, especially the students, because they want to get their hours before they graduate. Parents, families, and friends and co-workers, some of them want to help out, but may not be able to commit to full-time. The opportunity, they will volunteer for short-term, for tournaments especially. So we don't have a problem with tournaments. Our biggest problem is the association itself. We need help at the executive level so that we can keep going. As far as retaining volunteers, having the right people for the right positions that are available and understanding their duties, making sure that they are treated well and are given all resources to help them do their jobs, whether they're coaching, managers, or league directors. Making sure that when an issue is arised, it is dealt with in a quick manner. So in other words, let's not just preach and say, okay, yeah, we'll take care of it, and then weeks later it's still not resolved. These people get upset, and the chances are they're going to walk away. So we try to deal with them as soon as possible. The board will back up whatever the decisions or recommendations that our league directors are making, and we listen to them. They are the ones at the front line. They're the ones that know what's going on at the rink, both from the coaches and the parents and the players. And whenever a situation comes up there again, we'll try and deal with it as quickly as possible. The challenges, we're trying to get more people involved. And one of the ways that we're doing this at Sault Major is we're changing the way that we think. This year, we're going to set up different committees within our association, and we're asking our coaches, our managers, and parents to come on board. One of the ways that we did this, we had to change our constitution. In the past, if you were a member of a team, you were not allowed to run for any position on the executive board. So in light of that, we have changed some of the language in our constitution to allow for that. And we're hoping that we get more people involved. We have had many challenges over the years and have lost a lot of good people for many different reasons. And what's happening there is at the beginning of the year, most of our divisions have been taken care of, but it's always the house league divisions that suffer. Parents don't come on board to coach because they don't know where their kids are at. But I'm glad to say that It managed to work itself out. And there again, we're going to do everything possible to help these new coaches and managers out and try and retain them so that they're not there just for the 1 year and then they're gone. But we're going to do everything possible to try and get them to stay on board. Some additional thoughts on past successes engaging and retaining volunteers. Minimal rules and control over team operations. We give volunteers the opportunity to make their teams their own and set their own budgets and rules, but back them up whenever the need be. All this, mind you, is within our Constitution, our rules and regulations that we have set. So in other words, a team is theirs, but they have to abide by the rules that we set. We try to choose non-parents over parents for coaching positions. That way we're hoping to maintain them. Most of the parents that volunteer and coach, they will follow their child, and then at some point they just leave. So the non-parents are the ones that we really like to get to retain and get on board. We encourage rivalries amongst the teams. We have a strong working relationship between the conveners, the coaching staff, and the association. And we spread our work out over a lot of volunteers, so few individuals are overburdened. And as far as the volunteers that we have right now on our executive, if someone can't make it, there's always someone there to fill in, and then vice versa, so that it's not a burden on one where they have to show up for every game, for every practice, whatever. We try our best to help them out and make it easier on these people so that they can stick around and continue to do the job that they're doing, and making sure that their kids are playing hockey. That's the sport that they choose, and keep going from there. Thank you.